4, 3, 2.
And we are live. Like that, Joey? That's how you do it? That's how you...
That's exactly how you do it.
Okay, cool. And do you usually go back and talk to the person who's setting it up, or is that like...
No, so we'll go back. Let's
one more time?
Third time's charm.
Third time's charm?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2,
and 5.
And we are live.
I'm getting confused because I hear myself counting.
I see. All right, we're just going to start. So, Joey, that's got some awesome buttons. Does that come through on this side too?
Yeah.
So cool. All right, so if you have the live version up, the YouTube version, go ahead and mute that really quick as we go through this first lesson together. I'm going to mute everybody, have Joey mute everybody. So right now, we're going to talk about what we're going to be going through tonight, okay? So if you got a notebook, go ahead and take that out. The exercise we're going to go through is going to help us in our scenes, and it's going to be one that's going to be really great for working at home in the setting we're in. So this is an exercise that you don't need anybody else to help you out with. You can be all by yourself and continue to work on a character exercise that's going to keep pushing you, and you can do it every single day. So this exercise is built on a foundation of characters. So I want to go over a character exercise that you can use to help build characters. So the first part here dealing with this is it's called VAP. Okay, this is a method that you can use to sort of create different characters. It's VAP. So that is an acronym that you can use. VAP. So the V stands for voice. So any character can have any voice that alters that is just different than you. So if you happen to go just even slightly different, you know, a little lower, a little higher, you might use an emotion to just change the tone of your voice. Voice is just deciding that you're using your voice to tell a story, basically. Okay? A is going to stand for attitude or emotion. So in that, you are going to bring in any sort of feeling. So again, sadness might be an emotion that I decide to use to create a character, or anger, or whatever. Like, you pick an emotion, a core to them, and that should fuel your voice and your physicality. So if I'm nervous, that might turn into a nervous voice. So that feeling, that A, attitude, is an important part of character. And then the last one is P for posture or physicality. So that's just the way that you move. So in this setting, what's really cool and we get to work on is a lot of us are sitting in the areas that we're in. I want us to sort of use some of that to our advantage. If you can stand up and do that in your scene, great. But if not, we can sit so many different ways. So if I position myself a certain way, it tells a story. If I position myself back here, it's a different style of character than if I come really close here and I'm like moving and just like right here in this space. That tells you that I'm a type of person. I don't have to speak yet for you to get an idea of who I am. So that's that physical side. So every character should have, in some way, shape, or form, all three of those things. You should have an attitude, you should have a voice, and you should have a physicality. So you may be drawn to one over the other. However, all three should be present eventually when you find your characters. Okay? So dealing with the voice, attitude, posture, if anybody has any questions really quick, raise your hand. Yes, Christina, we'll get you over there. 1 second. Sorry, 1 sec. You're still muted. Let me just...
Oh, I apologize. Where's this?
It disappeared. Hold on. I got you.
You got it. Thanks, bud.
With all that. It's like, oh, so you have
That's
to...
what I'm saying. Like,
There you go. The managed participants disappeared.
Ah, wonderful.
Boom. Boom. And boom. Okay, Christina, go ahead. What's your question?
Oh, no, I got it. I texted Danielle because when you said P, you cut out, so I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, physicality, posture. Danielle, way to go. Thank you. Boom. All right, any other questions, anything? Okay, cool. So now we're going to use voice attitude posture to do this exercise that I want you guys to practice this week. This is called the gauntlet exercise. So here's how this works. We're going to give you a specific amount of time. So we're going to do a minute, okay? And throughout that time, at any point, I can call out switch. If I do that, you're going to have to become a new character. Brand new character, physically, emotionally, or whatever else. And so I'm going to actually, let's do a minute and a half, actually. And I'm just going to continue to switch that out at any point. So somebody may end up doing 8 characters in one. Somebody else may do 4. It just kind of depends. Your goal is to fully become a character. Start to move as that character, act as that character, speak as that character. And the second I call switch, come out of it and force yourself to then try something new, to just go with it. Because a lot of times in improv, we hold back. We hold back because we want to have the perfect idea, or we want a scene to go a certain way. The whole point of this exercise is releasing all that and just going with it. Going with it. And you know you. So for you, when you're practicing this at home, you may literally have to set it up to continue to do a new character every 5 seconds. To push yourself to the point where you get to characters 8 and it becomes more difficult, and you force yourself to keep doing it and keep pushing your number to get to the point where you could get to, I don't know, like 18 characters without any hesitation. And then you go to 20, and then you go to 25. Like, you just keep pushing that number. And it will look different for everyone depending on where you're at on your character building. So we're all going to do this exercise. In a second, I'm going to send you guys over to the live link to watch, and we'll bring in one student at a time to the stage to perform, and we'll just, again, set a timer, go a minute and a half, and then we'll break through that. When your scene is done, the YouTube has a delay, so make sure when you're performing on stage, you mute your YouTube video, because otherwise you're going to hear us in the background doing the exercise from the person before. So when you finish and you're done, there'll be some sort of critique I have for you. Since there's a 10-second delay, you'll get sent out of this and jump over to the YouTube Live, and you'll be able to hear your critique from there. Okay? Cool. You guys ready to do some exercise?
George, really quick.
George, hey.
Yeah.
Did he get the live?
Did you get the live?
Struggling to hear you guys, but get the other YouTube up, but it's coming.
It's coming?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, awesome.
Do you want him to go first?
Yeah, let's keep you first, so that while you're waiting for that to come through, then we can jump through and go after that. And you can, again, call Shay, and she can help you find that as well.
Okay.
Cool.
She's I'm rebooting my computer. I think it'll be up. Okay. So
great. Since this one's working, I'll keep you in here.
Characters?
Yes, characters. So I'll walk you
Okay.
through what that's going to look like, since you were
Okay.
working on that other thing. Everybody else, off to your live link. Let's watch George create some characters, and we'll call you in one at a time. Woo! Okay. So basically, George, how this exercise works is I'm going to set a timer here. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to have a minute and 30 seconds. Okay? Each person's going to have that. And I'm going to continue to call switch. Every time I call switch, you're going to have to come totally out of your character you were in and become another one.
Okay.
The idea here is
I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Let me pull up my timer. And we're ready over here. Action.
Hootman, I don't know what you're talking about. You've got to get closer to me if you're going to tell me the instructions on how to fix this gosh darn boiler.
Switch.
Now, come along. Mommy, I'm tired. I'm tired. I gotta pee. I gotta go potty, Mom. I gotta go potty. Look, men, we've only got 20 minutes into this game. All right, you're gonna go down long. You're gonna go to the left. We're gonna throw you the ball.
Switch.
You're gonna catch the ball. Well, this is my first day at the fertility clinic, but I want to explain to you how it works here. Now, first,
Switch.
you will all aboard, all aboard. I know that's not the way we do it on the airplane today, but that's the way we used to do it on the train.
And
All
scene.
aboard.
Awesome. Cool. Based on watching it, we're going to do a minute for everybody. So that was great, George. Great. So now I have a lesson that we'll go through. I'm going to give yours to you right here so that you can make sure you get yours set up afterwards. Okay?
Awesome.
So what I really loved was your willingness to just jump right into a character, to just try something. And we've talked about this, but that's one of the greatest values you bring to the stage right now is you're fearless. You're totally fearless in your willingness to jump into characters. So what I want you to work on is, even though this is a fast-paced, like jump into another character exercise,
Yes.
you don't have to keep talking through that. So once you've found the character, you can be patiently moving as the character. Like when you were that motivation guy and you were like a coach that was kind of intense but motivating,
Yes.
just like you would in one of those movies with that big speech, you can let that coach have pauses as long as you stay as him.
Okay.
So that's the exercise. As you keep working it at home, I want you specifically, when you come into these characters, to not end up stuck continuing to talk, but let the pauses happen within the characters you're creating.
Got it. That's good. I got it. Good input.
Awesome. Thank you. Good job, George.
All right.
Woo!
Thank you.
Okay. Danielle is went away. Eliana will be our next performer. Eliana. And again, everybody jumping into this next part now. When we're going into this, every character, we should be learning from each other's. It's not about having to talk the whole time inside of this gauntlet exercise. It's just about fully switching into somebody else. So when you make that switch, as long as it's very clear that you've turned into a character, then you don't have to continue to talk. You just have to show us through your movements, through your energy, that you are a different character. Okay. Hello, Eliana.
Hi.
Woo! Loved your morning with Matt. So great.
Me too.
Okay.
It made me almost cry just watching. It was like I got so emotional. It was so good.
I had an actual cry, like for real. I was like, this is so powerful. So
Me too.
yeah, I know. So for everybody watching, if you haven't, make sure to go watch that. Those are on our YouTube. She was on a Mornings with Matt episode, and it was really, really great. So cool. All right, you ready to rock?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my timer here. All right. And action.
Why would you even say that to me? I just...
Switch.
You're so funny. Like, you should really, like, hang out with us sometime. No, seriously. Oh, really?
Switch.
Okay. Yeah. Now, give me something else. Like, I'm really feeling this vibe, but I need more from you.
Switch.
Well, howdy there. How you guys doing right now? You know, come inside. I've got a pie baked for you.
Switch.
Come on. God, you just annoy me so much. Like, I just can't deal with it anymore. God.
Scene. Hey, awesome. Okay, cool. So I'm going to ask you a question with yours.
Yeah.
Which one did you feel most drawn to? Voice, attitude, or posture? What do you think?
Voice scared me the most,
Okay.
but that's what I was thinking of when switching.
I noticed that. Totally noticed that. So what happened, it's so interesting you said that it was a fear of yours because it came out. That and physicality. Every time your hands, your body was doing something physical that inspired that next movement. And what's cool is when you can start to realize which one of those, and this is for everybody, again, moving forward, when you realize which one you connect to the most, then when you're stuck, let's say, in a scene, and you're having trouble finding a character point of view, you can go to the one that you know naturally you're the best at and you're the most drawn to. Cool.
Okay.
Very good. And keep pushing yourself. So you were very good. You got to this place. Like, you should keep pushing it to go more minutes until you feel like, I don't have anything else, and then you have to fight for the next one.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job. Okay.
All right, next to the floor we got Danielle.
Danielle's coming in next. Again, for everybody there, figure out which one you're most drawn to. So after yours today, look back and go, all right, which one was the one that I felt most naturally came to me when I was put on the spot? Hey, Devaney.
Oh, I can't read.
That's okay.
To be fair, the screen is very
The screen
far
is
away
small.
from me.
It's small and far away. You did great. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. And action.
So, like, the other day was just like so like hard, and
Switch.
like I was told that you could help me with something,
Switch.
and why are you looking at me like that?
Switch.
So I was reading this book, and it has a lot of really important information about the end of the world, and I think you really need to look into it because it would be very beneficial to the human race. Hi.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to come say hi to you and see how you were doing because you looked like you could use some help.
And scene.
you-
Awesome. Woo. So, in that last one especially, did you feel that like, oh, I'm running out of stuff here. This is really hard.
I did, yeah.
Okay? That's the beauty of this exercise. You want that.
Okay.
I'm serious. That's why they call it the gauntlet. Because here's the deal. If you go through this and it's like character, it's super easy for you. You need to continue to push yourself to go further into it. So as you keep working this at home, because this is a great exercise from home, you could do like a long version where you just keep moving forward. And you go, keep pushing. Okay, that was hard. Now let me try and go one more character than I did the last time. So that feeling is a part of the gauntlet. Okay? Cool. And I got another thing I'm going to add, but I'll add that to you while you're over in the live link. Cool. Good job. Woo. So the other thing I wanted to add there, and I can throw it out for you if you want. If you don't scroll down, the bottom is the ones who haven't been picked, just so you know.
Now it's Danielle.
Now it's Danielle. So the other thing that I wanted to point out with hers was my favorite character was the hi. And the reason was because she slowly started to find it through the emotion and wasn't rushing into having to talk right away. So it was that same thing we talked to George about. If you just choose a physicality, choose an energy, and are very clear about that, you don't have to speak right away. Because we're going to do scenes tonight. So when we get to that, I want us to realize you don't have to just talk. If you are very specific with your physicality, we'll notice. Danielle, hey.
Hey,
All right, you ready to rock?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. And action.
All right, class, so listen up. Today we're going to learn about mathematics. All righty, we're going to start with the basics. So 1 plus
Switch.
1 is how many? All right, listen up, soldiers. We have a lot of work to do today. All right, we need to get our butts in shape. We need to do 100 push-ups
Switch.
at the end of this day. It's just been a really bad day.
Switch.
Hey, Brittany! Oh my gosh, do you want to hear about my day today? So first I got my nails done, and then I got some highlights in my hair.
Switch.
It was so rad. Sup, bruh? I see you were checking out my girl the other day. What? You can't check out your own girl? I mean, I know my girl looks better than your girl, but come on, bruh. Really? Do you have to keep looking at my girl every time she walks by?
And scene. Woo! You were having fun.
I love this stuff. It's so fun for me.
So
yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me about the why behind that.
You know, like on TikTok and stuff, and then just Devaney and I created a little skit together as well, and we posted it on our Instagram. I don't know. It's just the joy of acting and just completely like I get to this point, I don't care what anybody thinks, and I'll just be as crazy as I want, and I just feel like I can be so expressive. So I love these activities.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And you brought up a great point about just using, especially right now, social media to be creative. Like you and Debony creating a sketch together and creating those videos you're creating. Like it's such an awesome platform to just test. And again, the more you're doing stuff, the more comfortable you get. Cool. I got more to say, but I'll say it when you jump over to the live, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you. Woo.
Thank you.
So building on that idea, okay, if we choose to and we really work at it, that's when you build up the skill. So thinking back to Danielle just even a few months ago, there was so much fear in wanting to jump out into characters because you'd worry about what somebody was going to think. And it was so clear today that that wasn't the case. You went to voice and emotion almost every time, but the biggest thing you did was you attacked the stage. You'd go, 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 go. And so when we jump into our scenes for everybody, a theme that I want us to jump into is a fearlessness to attack the stage, to come in with just a point of view fearlessly and trust that our partner is going to support whatever character we decide to become. Cool. Hello, Chris. Are you there?
Kind of. I think so. I just screwed something up.
Kind of?
It's back.
Got a little mini lag?
Okay. Hold on.
No problem.
Hold on. Let me shut down some of this.
It's part of the fun of the internet.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm good.
I cannot see you now.
Can you see me now?
Wait. And yes.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. It's kind of like freezing and lagging a little.
So
are
like
you
a little bit like a painting right now?
Yeah.
Like a little bit like Picasso, but like a girl?
Definitely. So, you're on your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Okay. So, part of that might be from being on either cellular or Wi-Fi. Do you know which one you're on your phone?
I think I'm on cellular.
Okay, cool. See if you can change that over to the Wi-Fi, if it will help with the lag right now.
Okay, let me try that. I may hang up on you, but let me try. Okay.
Cool. If it does, then you can switch that over, and then I'll bring you back in, and we'll go another time.
Okay.
Cool.
Do Wi-Fi connect to.
And then after Chris goes here, whether it works or doesn't, we will bring in Jada. Jada will be our next performer. You switched it over? It got worse.
Well, it'll take a second to
Ah.
switch. So give it like 10 seconds. If it doesn't work, I'll pull her out.
Joey is a tech master, so.
You know,
Okay.
learning through it.
Hi, I think I'm back.
There's a little more
Yes, that is
definition.
better. That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good.
Awesome. All right, you ready?
Alrighty.
Here we go. And action.
Okay, Mike, come in. Shut the door, will you? I've got to tell you something, and
Switch.
I'm not going to. Okay, boys and girls, everyone sit down, take your seats. What did you bring for show and tell today? Who wants to go first and show me what you have? Marcia, what did you bring?
Switch.
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to follow me. No, I saw you put that under your shirt. I did. No, you didn't pay for that, and I need you to come with me.
Switch.
Hi there. I'm calling about siding for your house. Do you own your home or do you rent it? Oh, what do you mean you live in a grass hut?
Switch.
Okay, license and registration. No, put your hands on the wheel. No, I need you to put your hands on the wheel where I can see them.
And scene. Hey, awesome. Cool. So, which one did you feel most drawn to? Voice, attitude, or posture?
Attitude.
Totally. I totally felt that. So I know in scenes before, we felt like a little bit of a struggle to jump into it right away. So I want you to remember that if you connect to emotion and you just go for it, it just happens. That's another part of what this exercise is about. It's about helping us realize if we just go with the idea, our minds are brilliant. They just do what they do. So you came up with some really awesome ideas that came straight from a very truthful emotion. You'd pick intensity, and now you're a police officer. And so if you're feeling stuck on stage when you're the first one to come out or start a scene, remember, go straight to emotion, and you're going to be able to find something from there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Awesome. Cool. Good work.
Thank you.
Woo! All right, next up, we got Jada. Jada's coming in to the scene. And that one just reiterates the same idea, audience, that we dealt with earlier, which is just making sure within this exercise to figure out which one you're most drawn to. And then when you have to go to improvise, you, if you're stuck, know what your safety net is. And you go, all right, that's something I know will help me create a believable character that I could find a truthful point of view from. Sometimes it doesn't click it right.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I was just thinking? I was like, they can't see me.
Nah.
And I know there's no new students, but like if there was, I wonder what they would think.
What they think you look like?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Jada, are you there?
I'm here.
Jada, you play piano, don't you?
Oh, I'm trying to learn.
Yes, you are. But you also sing too, right?
I do sing, yes.
Guys, if you haven't checked out Jada's Instagram, she does all kinds of cool inspirational stuff, like shows her journaling and different singing stuff. So check that out. Super cool. Just your piano reminded me of that.
Plug your SoundCloud.
Oh, yes. I posted a couple songs on SoundCloud if you want to check it out.
Definitely. 100%. Cool. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. And wait. Action.
Mom, I know you've told me a million times. I'm not going to do that.
Switch.
I know. Why do you repeat yourself?
Switch.
Okay. I'm Jada. And I was the valedictorian in high school. I just wanted you guys to know that.
Switch.
Hi. What did you say your name was again? Oh, yes. Tiffanius? Yes.
Switch.
Love that name. Beautiful name. I'm so tired of him. Like every single time I try to hang out with him, he just cancels every single time. There's not been one time where he hasn't canceled on me, and I just don't understand why he can't follow through with his plans. I mean, why would you make them if you can't do them? Like, is that just rocket science? I don't understand. Like,
awesome. Okay, great. So you started to find the swing of this as you started going. Could you feel that?
Yes, and I didn't mean to say my own name.
Okay, cool. I was going to mention that.
Came out.
It happens. And again, in this exercise, there's going to be all kinds of stuff that happens. You're going to accidentally do characters, and you're going to do random ones that you're like, that character was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's going to happen. The whole point of this is just to push your limits and try new things and figure out how to honestly just go. So, good. I'm glad you noticed that. I have another note for you, but I'm going to send that to you when you're on the live.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, the thing I want to point out for Jada's and for everybody, okay? So, now I've talked about finding the one that you're best at and, like, going towards that and saying yes to that. So, Jada, for you and for others, I want to challenge you also to do the opposite of that. So, instead, I look at it and I go, oh man, I'm really drawn to voice and attitude. I want to work on physicality because I know that is something that I'm not as great at. So I'm going to do a version of this exercise where I have to start with physical. It's a mandatory. So that's just kind of another way to take a different approach on the same exercise. Amanda, hey.
Hi, Brian.
Woo, you ready?
Whew, yeah, let's try this.
Woo, yeah, I love it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And action.
I'm so bored. Maybe I should exercise.
Switch.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lindsay, and we're gonna do a little bit of like DIY during quarantine.
Switch.
So today I'm gonna I think I did. I should have said something else, I think.
Switch.
I just killed my husband.
And scene. That's always the best thing to leave on. Such a great note.
I don't,
Love it.
I don't know why I said that.
It just came to you. It's fine. Again, improv, right?
I think it's a Tiger King thing.
I don't know what that is, but.
Oh, well.
You want to tell me?
Oh, yeah. It's just, there's this lady named Carol Baskin, and she loves cat, and I think she killed her husband. So
so it was in your brain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's like, sometimes there are things there. And again, you go, oh, I don't know why I did that. Well, you have these things on your mind, especially the things that you've been thinking about recently, that you've been watching recently, that you've been surrounding yourself with recently. So going into improv, the more characters you're watching and things that you're viewing and studying as an actor, that stuff sits there. Like, it's in the subconscious. You don't even realize it's all there. And then when you just start to go, it comes out. So what was cool is I was very much enjoying you fight through this exercise.
Yeah.
And it was challenging, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the whole point. We're all different on our stage, and what in improv we struggle with and what we do really well. And so what was cool was watching you be super patient and try to find it. Because what I was watching you do, which is exciting because I know we're bringing you on to the Mornings with Matt show, I was watching you battle your own self-consciousness of going out and just going with a character. And again, he's going to help you through that. But part of this is this exercise for you is going to help you to stop worrying so much about what somebody thinks, because you're going to be forced to just go without any hesitation.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome. Okay, good work. Woo!
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. So the lesson there for everybody deals with the fact that every exercise is meant for each person specifically and where they're at on their journey. So if you can start to realize, what is it I need work on right now? And how can I use this exercise to challenge me in those ways? Phoebe! Hey!
Hello!
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Woo. Wait, sorry, I'm trying to mute this.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I think I did it. Did I do it?
You did it.
Yay!
Way to go, Chicago. Hey!
I gave you a nickname.
That's your new nickname from now on. You Chicago.
I like it. I like it.
You like it? Woo! Okay. Here we go. I'm going to pull it up here. Action.
So listen, I wanted to talk to you today because as your daughter, I've been having some issues with the way that you've been raising me, Mom.
Switch.
And, ooh, is it the 4th of July? That's a fun day.
Switch.
What I just, sometimes I get distracted in class and I look around and I see on the walls there's numbers.
Switch.
And there's posters. Yes, that's right. I play the piano. Thank you for asking.
Switch.
It's hard, being a writer, having all these ideas up in here in my pen. It just never stops moving.
Switch.
Everywhere I go. Yeah, let's Get it. It's time to dance. Everybody dance. One more time now. Yeah.
Scene. Woo! Oh man, that last one was very fun to watch you do. So cool. How'd that feel?
It felt okay. Not bad. I don't know. It was okay.
So here's the thing. I started pushing you even more so because I know, we've done this exercise. We've worked this. Improv is a big passion of yours. You're out there pursuing writing. And so, again, that goes into each person doing it differently. So basically, 60 seconds, right? Every 10, I made sure to stop you, regardless of how much more I wanted to see a character or whatever, like every 10. And so I could feel towards the end it was becoming more challenging for you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do that for yourself.
Okay.
During this time, I want you to go like, hey, okay, when I'm practicing and going through these characters, if it feels easy, I'm doing it wrong.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, awesome. So take that, and next week I want to hear about how quickly you ended up getting yourself to or how many characters you got out in a certain amount of time.
Okay, awesome. Okay. I will do that.
Great, thank you. So great seeing you.
You too, Brian.
Woo!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, who's next on the docket?
Last but not least is Christina Knowles.
Christina Knowles and a picture of Shay. Christina Knowles and a picture of Shay.
They can't see the picture of Shay because it's on you.
Yeah, but oh, it is. Oh, because Joe is an editor. Hey.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
I got a couple hidden talents in there.
You got so many hidden talents. It's like,
I feel like a commentator.
It is kind of like commentating, you know?
She is not pulling up in here. I clicked admit.
You didn't hit remove, right?
No. But I hope not. Once you say that, it's like when you say, "Oh yeah, did you lock the door?" Like,
did you lock the door?
Yes, I did. But now I'm having
not sure if I did
thoughts.
now. Yeah. Okay,
all right,
check
let's
in.
Admit all.
No, not really quick. Check in with Shay real quick. She can call, make sure.
Oh, okay. So
while she's doing that, I'll talk through what we're going to be jumping into after this. So we'll come back really quick. Oh, it's you. You're doing that. We're going to come back and just want to quickly go over just some of the things we took out of this. And then we're going to jump into some really quick scenes together where we're using this concept to just build off of listening to the character that's across from us. They're going to be short scenes, and we'll build from that place. So that's what we're going to do after this, and just quickly go over, like, okay, within the characters, what are a couple things we took out of it? We won't go to everybody. We'll just get a couple little thoughts on how we can build from that and what we took out of it. So, do we figure it out?
Shay's looking into it.
Cool.
But she's not showing up.
Who was it?
Christina knows.
Cool. And we can also bring let's bring everybody back in, and then we'll bring Christina in for that first. When she comes back in. So let's all mute our live links for a second. Uh-oh, you gave them the power to unmute themselves. You guys are all muted. So don't unmute it. Don't worry about it. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. Yo. Okay. So you're going to unmute them when they have a question. All right. So let's hear about what we got out of this exercise. First things first, just making sure, did we miss anybody? No? Okay, great. All right. So let's raise our hands really quick. Something we took out of that exercise that we're going to pull into these scenes, or something we noticed that we're going to pull into after this week. See some hands. Debony, yes. Hold on one second. And yes.
Be bold.
Be bold. I love that. Awesome. What else? Jada, yes.
Well, one thing I've been wanting to do more is watch more really good films, and you were saying that it will just be in the back of your mind, so that can help you with just character development and having those in the back of your mind.
Totally. And even going on top of that, everything you're listening to, watching, it goes in there. So realize, what are you putting into your mind? Because those things are going to be what's there. So if you're also studying and like not just watching to watch, but you're studying certain things and looking at characters and reading certain things, it's going to be up there for you to use. So it's great. Anything else before we jump into scenes? Yeah, Danielle. Oh, 1 second. Sorry.
Hang on.
Sorry. You can do it over here too.
There we go. Okay, great.
And cool. Danielle, go ahead.
I was gonna say all the 3 things that we talked about today, like voice, attitude, and posture. Your character is going to be like at its best self when you have all 3.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And every character we walk into in life has those things. You know, the attitude, emotion kind of changes every time that you see them, but at their core, like at your core, you're a pretty dang joyful person.
Yeah.
You are. It's just like at your core. So everybody sort of has this core to them, and if you can figure out their core, you'll see how they see the world. Awesome. Anything else?
Christina's back.
Yeah, Amanda. And then we'll jump to Christina.
I think for me is be patient and like you don't have to talk all the time.
Totally. Absolutely. And if you choose a perspective, you know, like you started to just be patient walking in, if you choose that and choose that point of view, we'll see it. We'll see it very clearly. And then when the right thing comes to your mind, you'll speak that. So great. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in here for a second. Christina is going to become our spotlight video here, so we're all going to be able to watch her right in here, so you won't have to worry about anything. So, Christina, we're going to do that same exercise. Are you ready?
I am, kinda.
Kinda? What do you mean, kinda?
Oh, she's ready.
Well, I mean, I kind of get it, so, but, well, let's see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll tell you. Great. All right, here we go. And action.
Girl, let me tell you. Did you see him? No, did you see him? No, really, did you see him? He had 5 kids. 5 kids.
Switch.
Really?
Switch.
I have to tell you something. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna be okay with it. But you need to know.
Switch.
Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's working. I mean, do a little this, do a little that. It'll come together, right? Right? Come on, right?
See.
Right?
Woo! See, you were all scared and fearful, and it was awesome.
It was hard.
Hard? Okay.
Well, because like you have to switch. What I took from that, like when you said like switch, I thought of Split, how he transitioned to every character.
Okay.
Do that particular thing, but I got what you were saying, like movements and voice and just different things. You knew he was, and it was.
Well, that's a great example. Great example. That movie was such an awesome movie to watch somebody continue to play different characters. So the main thing I want you to realize was in your mind, you would put it already as this thing that was going to be hard, right? And you, because of what you'd seen in Switch, and you are where you are. You're where you're at. And so instead of worrying about trying to be that, you're just patient and start to find things because you came from an emotional place. All of your characters had a deep emotion behind them. And honestly, because of that, I wanted to see more. Like, I wanted to see what you were going to drop on us in that second character. And so the whole point of this is just to push us to get better at creating these things quicker and figuring out where the core of us as an actor we are more drawn to. So, yes, we got in 3 and we went through that. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. So you look at him, he's been doing this a long time. He's a phenomenal actor. Like, it's time in the game. So instead of looking at it and going like, oh man, this is going to be really hard to pull. I am where I am. Let me do what I can do and then grow from there. Oh, muted. Sorry.
I said cool beans.
Cool beans. Cool beans. I think we can all agree with cool beans. Okay, great. So give me a second here. While I prepare some scenes, I'm gonna have Joey unmute you guys so you can say hi to each other for a sec, and I'm gonna put some partner pairs together right now.
Hey guys.
Unmuted.
Hi guys.
Hey.
I miss you.
I miss you guys.
I miss you guys.
Oh. Is Shay there? Shay, that's a pretty picture of you. Oh, she's muted.
No, down in the left corner. Me.
Jada, I like that your shirt matches your room. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm actually living in our guest house because when I got back from my trip, my sister had taken my room, so I just got pushed to the curb. I'm in the guest house, so I've tried to make it my own room, but.
Oh.
That's funny. Tonight was Passover, so we had a Zoom Passover Seder with like all of my extended family was on a Zoom call, and we all like did the Seder together and ate dinner. It was crazy. But
That's cool though.
That's awesome. How many people were on the call, Phoebe?
there was a lot of people, and they were mostly older people. There was a 97-year-old woman who lives in Massachusetts, and she was trying to join, and she got her video to join, but she couldn't make the audio work, so she was only on it for like 20 minutes. But it was crazy. She's 97, and I hadn't talked to her since I was like super young, so she didn't even recognize me. Like, she thought I was a family friend. She was like, "Where's Phoebe, like the baby?" And they were like, "This is Phoebe." And she was like, "No." Like, "What? Like, where's the baby?" It was crazy.
That is so cool. I heard everything. No, I was trying to do that weird.
Right?
No, I actually really, but on a serious note, I think that's so cool. I think it's so cool that like we're figuring out ways to communicate and just make it happen. And super cool, Phoebe, super cool. All right, so we've got all our pairings here. I'm actually gonna start off here with Jada and Phoebe. You guys are gonna be first. You'll be our first scene. Everybody else is gonna head over to the live, and we'll bring you over two at a time. The next, before he has us leave real quick, I'm gonna announce the other ones. We're gonna also have Danielle and Debony. You guys will be partners, and I'll bring you in together. Amanda and Eliana, you guys are gonna be partners. And Chris and Christina are going to be partners.
Yay! Woo-hoo!
Cool. All right. So Jada and Phoebe will start first. I'm going to send the rest of you guys over to the live link to be watching from there. And by I mean Joey, because he's phenomenal.
Hey,
Joey.
Joey. Try more. See if you can do it all at once. That's fine.
I don't know what we're doing. Did you already explain it?
We're going to do scenes, so I'm going to walk through what that's going to look like in just a moment. So basically, we're going to use our voice attitude posture we just learned and worked on to create a character right off the bat, listen, watch each other, and once we see the physicality and have an idea of who the other character is, then we'll start.
Would you say that they're listening, choosing, and being?
I would say you listen, choose, and be. Yes. Cool. All right. You can hide me. Hide me. All right, so both of you are going to start from your emotion or from wherever and start to create a character physically and emotionally that we can really see, and then watch each other, watch the language of the other person non-verbally, and we're going to build a scene once you have an idea of where they're at. And you can't talk until I tell you.
Can I put it on the gallery view? Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, either one of you can start the scene now.
Look, I
I brought you chocolate, and I think that makes up for it, right? I think the chocolate will just kind of make it all better, Jamie, right?
No, I think you hurt me, and that chocolate doesn't mean sorry.
But Jamie, I got your favorite kind of chocolate. It's Hershey's. And I thought that would make you feel better again, even though I wronged you and betrayed your trust.
But Jamie, that never works. You try that every single time.
Jamie, I'm sorry that I told Kyle that you have a crush on him. It just came out of my mouth, and I didn't mean it, and I'm trying to be a good sister, but it's hard because sometimes I just say things and it's like, wait, did I just say that? It's like I don't even know what I'm saying.
Okay, good. I'll stop you guys there. Awesome. Okay. Good. Did it feel easier? Why?
Because it was so easy to talk starting from like such a strong point of view and character, and then seeing Jada's, like I immediately felt like I knew like what was going on just from seeing how I felt and seeing how she felt.
Awesome. So this is the power of this. All you do within voice, attitude, posture, you just make one choice, start to do it, and notice the other person's. And then from there, you frame it. You go, all right, this is what I see. Now I'm going to point out what I see. That's how you ended up starting with the sorry, because you noticed the energy that Jada had, and from your character's perspective, you spoke on it. So the only thing I have is going into game, because you guys know what that is, and I want to talk on that. So we talked about the but, like going like, but like you do that to me all the time, right? Remember that, Jada? So what I want us to realize within the game, the very next sentence, she did it again. So right after you said, like, don't do the, what was your character's name again?
Mine?
Yeah.
Jamie.
Don't do the but Jamie thing again. Don't do that. And then right away she goes, but Jamie. Like, you wouldn't let that slide in the state that you're in. And what that starts to become is game. That's a little game that we can play there, because we realize, and Phoebe jumped on that, you just told her what you didn't like, and then she did it anyway. And so as improvisers, if we can start to notice these little subtle things that someone's doing, we can go, oh, that's a game. We can drag that out a little bit and play that game, and the audience will notice it too. Cool? Good work, girls.
Good job, Phoebe.
Woo!
Good job.
I love it.
It was nice to be sisters again.
I put you guys together for that purpose. I was like, oh, I want to see that again. Okay, next up, we're going to do Danielle and Debony. You guys are going to be our next partners. Danielle and Debony.
Got out a little.
Hello, Danielle.
Hello there, Brian.
I don't know why I said it that way. All right.
How was your birthday, Brian?
It was fantastic. Got to do what I loved. Taught 3 classes. Day before, spent time with Joey, Shay, and Matt and the whole family. It was awesome. Like, so cool. So, and so many awesome birthday wishes from you guys. So thank you guys all for that. Woo. Okay. Same deal. I want you guys to just connect, find a physicality, find an energy, and just go from there. Okay. I will tell you when you can talk. You can't talk until I've said so. Either one of you can begin when you're ready.
That's so gross. You're doing that while I'm eating.
Well, you're chewing with your mouth open, so why does it matter?
Nah, 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 nah.
Really? Brittany, stop.
What?
Why are you always so moody when you come home?
Well, we can't all have a perfect life like you, can we?
Oh my gosh, we are not going into this again. You know I don't have a perfect life.
You know I don't have a perfect life. Yeah, okay.
Seriously? I'm gonna cut those, you know, then you're not gonna be listening to anything.
Maybe I'll just turn up my music. How's that sound, huh?
I said I'm going to cut them. There will be no music.
Yeah, okay.
Really? You did not just... You know what? I can't believe I wanted to be your roommate.
Yeah, well.
Okay, good. We'll stop there. Okay, great. We got to framing. We framed the roommate. I saw her like little sister or something, so it was kind of funny to me when we dropped the roommate thing, and we saw this like fight that you guys were having. It was hilarious. The other thing I want us to realize, this is what's so cool. We're in two different households, but you both were paying so much attention and listening non-verbally. You realized all the little physical things. And even though the backgrounds are different, I saw you guys in the same room. I saw it based on the way you moved and the little things you did, like because you believed it. Because you believed it and went fully into your space work. It taught us about your character and put you guys in the same place. So with that being the case, the note there, Danielle, is that since that can happen, when she goes back to her headphones and turns them on super loud, what did you say you would do?
Cut them.
So you can cut them.
Oh, that's why I was like, it's going to be weird. So I just pretend online that I'm cutting them.
Yeah, but you'd grab a pair of scissors and not your hands. So you just kind of grab an imaginary pair of scissors and you frame it. So you just go,
oh, yeah.
Boom, cut. I told you I'd cut them.
Okay.
She'll pick up on that. Debony will go, and then she'll freak out because you've now told her what you did. So there might be a lag for a second in the fact that like it'll take her a second to realize that, but the second you frame it, she'll now know. And the cool part about this whole double frame thing is it's teaching us a lot about that. So I'm going to talk more about that in the live version. But that's the power of sort of just like really hyper listening and taking our time at the beginning of that scene. So what I forced upon everybody is you don't get to talk right away. You just have to be. And again, the more you do that, the faster you get at just being. But what often happens is we talk because we're sitting in silence, and then the speech that comes out of our mouth isn't relevant to what we're feeling or any character. We're just doing it because we feel uncomfortable. This is a great scene, guys. Good work.
Thank you.
I have a question
Yes.
on that. Can we make our own sound? So if she were to snip, could she like take scissors and go snip?
Totally. Absolutely. And if you're in a performance style, right, on stage, an audience member could do it too. I mean, another player on the side. Like,
okay, cool.
Any sound effect could happen. We did that in our show where we were doing it radio version. Joey put a bunch of sound effects on the soundboard, and we would have to deal with those sound effects. Like, absolutely, you can do stuff like that. It's awesome. Cool. All right, I got one more thing I'll add, but I'll add that in the live. Good job, girls. Okay. We're going to bring in Chris and Christina next. So the thing I wanted to hit on there for everybody watching. Within their scene, what started to happen, because you took away some of the things we're used to on stage, because you took away the ability to just jump into something, they had to be patient with each other. They had to take that extra time to really listen and notice the teeny tiny details. And that's what's so funny is when we have to communicate in these different ways, if you're being aware of it, you're going to notice things you didn't notice before, like nonverbals that are happening, like reactions the other person's giving, clues that they're telling you in just the way that they're sitting as a character. And so that's what fueled so much of this scene was their willingness to just go into their teeth and point out things. And framing is key. So in these, you literally have to frame each other. And frame just means let the other person know exactly what's going on. So it goes like an ending framing for their scene was Danielle going, like talking about her being her roommate. She's now framed the audience and framed her partner to say, we are roommates. Cool. Hello, Chris.
Hi there.
Just waiting on Christina. She's still in there?
She disappeared again, same as last time.
When you hit the admit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring you back in, Chris, okay? And we'll see you at the end. Okay. We're going to bring in Amanda and Eliana. And Shay, if you could reach out and help Christina get back in. That'd be great. And it looks like George is back. So thank you. We'll throw George in at the end. So Chris. And Amanda. I'm going to bring you back in, Chris. Okay? Hey. We'll see you at the end. Go ahead and mute that YouTube for me. We're going to bring in Amanda and Eliana. And Shay, if you could reach out and help Christine. What is her name? Okay. Same deal. Patience. Listen to each other. Trust that I've got your back, your partner's got your back. Okay? When it's time, I'll tell you guys you can speak. Okay, begin. Either one of you can speak.
Layla, are you okay?
No. Not.
I'm sorry. I saw you and you don't look like yourself. I mean, you can talk to me. You can tell me what's going on. We've been friends for like ever. And I just feel like you're being really distant.
I'm so sorry. I've been sick.
Sick?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, what does that mean?
I'm just sick. It's been, I found out like 3 months ago.
3 months ago?
Yeah.
And you're just now telling me.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe this. I mean, we've been through everything, Layla, everything.
I know, but this is not an easy thing to say.
I understand that. I mean, more than anything, we've already been through this with your dad, and now you're sick, and you just, I guess we just can't be friends anymore.
Scene. Ouch.
Ouch.
No.
It was so dark.
Okay, so this is where the funny comes in. This was a very serious scene, very emotional, very truthful. Awesome. Now that gets dropped. That's the weird. It's like, what? Right? Guaranteed you get a huge laugh there. Huge laugh from your audience. You weren't trying to get a laugh. It's just what came to you in that moment. That's a slow build. I'm being really patient, I'm being really emotional, and I'm trusting that if I'm being truthful, at some point something like that will happen. I would much prefer having more of those in a show than continual little laughs. Because I was totally captivated by your scene. In fact, there's another scene that we do in script class that's like practically this scene.
Really?
And it was so cool to watch it sort of get lived out in an improv style. And it purely came from patience and listening. Patience and listening. And this is a cool lesson in that not every scene has to be funny. And I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that over in the live version. But very good job.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Good job, Amanda.
Woo!
Good job.
Okay. So is Christina back? No. Okay, so I'll bring in George and I will bring in Chris, and then we'll do Christina after that. So, jumping into that. With these scenes, oftentimes in comedy or in improv, we feel like we have to go to comedy. Like, I got to try and be funny. If you are being natural, the comedy will come. So there'll be some scenes where it's like silly characters and it's happening continuously, but it's just as important to have those really grounded scenes that build up a play. So again, our whole goal is to move towards doing plays and working in that style. And so with that, that scene is so powerful because it builds characters that we care about. And now we have so many things that we want to see. And then the comedy came when it was right. And it would have been, again, a huge laugh, even though it's a serious situation. So know that you don't have to try and be funny. Matter of fact, you shouldn't. If you're truthful, the comedy comes naturally. Hey, George, Chris, how we doing?
Good.
You there, George? I lost George's audio. Audio. Boop. We'll give it a second. Just gonna try and add it. Today has been a technology day. So there's some sort of technology crazy out there that's being like, hey, no. Knock, knock. I cannot hear you.
Wow, that's not how the joke works.
Oh, who's there? I see what you're doing.
Well, knock, knock.
Who's there?
George's audio.
Here it comes.
See? All I had to do was make a
Okay.
knock-knock
Your
joke.
knock-knock joke did not bring George's audio
I
back.
feel
Here we
like
go.
it did.
You got
though.
me? You got me now?
I got you. Woo.
Okay.
George,
okay.
my
I'm
knock-knock
ready.
joke brought your audio back.
Joey's knock-knock joke brought your audio back.
All right.
Okay. So we'll connect in. Once I say we can, then we'll be able to speak. But right now your job is to
All right.
physicalize, connect, and just really listen.
Oh, shoot.
okay.
Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still there.
Okay. Hold on one second. I'm going to put my auxiliary power on here. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's just go with it. Ready. I'm ready.
Look at Chris's energy. Start the scene.
Okay. All right.
You know, Mark, it's 11 o'clock. This is the third time this week you haven't been home before 11. You can't be working every night. What's going on?
So, kitten, how many times do I got to tell you I love you?
You know, I keep hearing you say that, but you're not showing it to me. Something is not right here. You don't call when you say you're going to call. You've been late every 3 times this week. You've been late, and I don't understand what's happening.
So, look, I broke up with Claudia. I broke up with Lucille. And I broke up with the Thompson twins for you. What else do you want?
I want you to quit talking to that girl, Marie. That's what I want.
Marie,
Marie. I know about Marie.
the tall one.
Yeah, the tall one. I saw the text that you sent her.
The last text or the first text?
Both. I saw them both. I was trying to ignore it, but there's something going on that you're not telling me.
But kitten, don't I bring home the bacon? Don't we have a good time at home?
Yeah, we do. We
Let's
do.
try to keep focused on that.
You know, I keep focused on that, but I need more than that. I do. And this other girl you've got on the side, no, just no. How do you expect me to appreciate how do you expect me to be okay with that?
Well, which side? I got a girl on each side.
Okay, good. Stop there. That character was mean. No. I loved it. I loved the voice. I loved the energy. You picked a very strong point of view. So now that we've got that, the thing I want us to realize, very good, Chris, with just stating what your character was experiencing, what they were going through. So then you came in, George, from your character's point of view, and then just basically said, hey, like, don't I do this, you know? And then she's like, yeah, but I want you to fix this. And you're like, well, I got rid of this girl and that girl and that girl. But what about this one? Okay, from that point, now I want you to acknowledge, because you've already acknowledged all the others exist. Normally this guy wouldn't, right? Normally that wouldn't be the case, that I got rid of these girls. But now that you've already acknowledged it, so now that is true. You know it, she knows it, but you're like, what was her name? The last girl, Monica, what was it?
Marie.
Was it?
Marie.
Marie. So you're like, Marie though? Like, I've already given up so much, you know? And then she's like, but it's not fair. Like, I want all of your attention. And you're like, but you get a lot of it, you know? And then that same kind of stuff. I bring home the bacon, you know? And then she keeps building on her pain, but you're now not going back on the truth that has been established about this girl and about the way you are. Does that make sense?
Got it. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cool. And Chris, way to connect to that emotion. It was that drove this scene, was watching, because you're the character we follow in this. You're the character that we care about and want to see in these other spots, and he's the character we hate. And that's important. Like, there are scenes where we're going to sometimes play that character that is the lovable and the one we follow, and some of us are going to play the character that literally the audience is going to hate. And that's awesome if you live into it. Like, I loved it. Okay, good work, guys. Woo!
Great job, Chris. Good job, Chris.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Do we got Christina back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring Christina in. And let's go ahead and bring...
I'll leave Chris.
What? Oh, you'll leave Chris?
You had her and Chris paired together, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes. Cool.
Chris already here.
That emotion.
Chris, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to keep you in here, and we're going to bring in Christina.
Oh, okay, I'm going again?
Yeah, we're going to go a second time.
Okay.
Hello, Christina.
Oh, she has no audio.
Give it a second. We'll get that audio going. That's my mime. Usually works. So, Christina...
I mean, typically, when you're miming, it takes... you have to cuff your hands. So, fingers are a real big part of miming.
yeah, it makes it harder. Definitely makes it harder. There she is. Hi, Christina.
That's okay, Brian. Back to you.
Okay, awesome. We got you. Okay, so let's connect, listen, notice the physicality, and I'll let you know when you can start. Begin.
I can't see her. Am I supposed to be able to see Christina?
Can you not see me?
Hold on one
there
second.
There she is. Okay, you can only see Brian.
Okay.
There she is.
You can begin.
You know, Brian, again, I see you. I don't see Christina.
What?
I don't see Christina.
Hold on, I
can
know
only
how
see
to fix it. Go to the
Like that?
far bottom left of TV. Mute me. Mute me, or it'd still do it.
Oh, there she is.
Unmute me only for the go. Unmute for a second. Okay, so when you're ready, start the scene, because otherwise it's going to come to me. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, I can see you on the screen, kind of. This is weird. I can't see her like I saw George on my screen that I'm talking to.
Am I in like a dark room?
There you are. Now I see you. No, I was just seeing the Deering logo. So now I see you.
Okay.
All right. Now we can connect. So look, it's been so long since we've hung out. What can we go do together that's fun?
Not hang out?
What? Not hang out? I don't, what do you mean?
I heard some things about you I don't really like.
You heard some things about me? Who'd you hear them from?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Matt, what did you hear? Tell me what you heard.
Well, are they true?
How do I know? You haven't told me what they are.
I heard you slept with Becky's husband.
Okay, who told you that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Look, they're having problems. We met for a drink one night, and it just happened one time, and it's not ever gonna happen.
Okay. Infidelity tonight, guys. Yikes. No. So, thank you, Joey. Thank you. So what was really great was based on the critique from the last one, Chris, you decided to go with it.
Look.
So you heard that and said yes.
We met for a drink one night, and it just happened one time, and it's not
So
ever
let's
gonna
all
happen.
jump,
Okay.
mute that live for me.
Definitely. 100%. Cool. All right, you ready? Infidelity tonight, guys. Yikes. No. Thank you, Joey. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. We're back. No worries.
Okay.
So what you did was we had this critique last time from George.
I got it.
You can
I
mute
texted
it for a
Danielle
second.
because when you
Oh my God.
That's okay. We'll just mute it for a sec. You heard George's critique about just taking on the point of view of what's been given to you and not just saying no to it. And then you did that. So she said, hey, this is the case. Instead of being like, no, I wouldn't do that, and going into this place, you were just like, well, they were having problems. So like basically, yes, I did do that thing. Yes, it is true. I still want to hang out with you, but I'm not denying the fact that you've now brought up something that is now truth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's awesome. So Christina, I loved the emotion that you picked. So you came in strong with a feeling towards Chris. You didn't abandon that feeling, and then it got revealed why you had that feeling. And so that's part of the fun of somebody just picking a really strong emotion is we don't know why they're in that state until they reveal it, until it gets framed. And part of the fun is if we really see a powerful emotion, we want to know why.
Okay.
And that we slowly got to that. That was cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's bring everybody back in. So if you're on the live, go ahead and we'll mute your live. We're going to mute you in here first. And then you guys can come on over. We're going to wrap up class in here and then send everybody on the way. Undo the allow button.
Emotion. One is if we really see a powerful emotion, we want to know why.
Okay, now that we're over here, let's go ahead and mute those lives if you got them going. We're going to wrap up class in here. You can bring me back at the top.
Oh. I mean, you could just ask. I can't read your mind.
I said bring me back at the... Yeah, my bad. All right, so let's get some hands really quick. What do we take out of tonight? What do we take? What do we learn? Yes, Eliana, I'll tell you when to go. Here we go. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think I really get what game means now with these two exercises. The whole listening to each other and being patient and being able to react as your character from that other character, it makes sense now.
Awesome. That is such a breakthrough that you realize that using this. So moving forward, continue to practice this if it's going to keep helping that. And I can't wait to see what it does to your scenes moving forward. Okay, what else? Christina, yeah, and go.
Just be bold with your people. Don't be shy with who you're gonna let the character come out. Just don't be shy about it. Just do it. Just go for it.
Awesome. I love that. Chris, yeah, and go.
Oh, what I took is really listen to your scene partner. Like when Christina and I went, I didn't know where we were going to go with that scene, and I was kind of started out in a really friendly direction, and it turned. And I think just because I was able to listen to her and respond to that, and like you said, just say yes to what she said instead of trying to. Once I saw where she was going, just letting her lead the scene, and I was kind of following it.
Awesome. That's such a great thing to realize too, everybody, is that sometimes there will be within a scene that character that's really leading and pushing the conversation. Sometimes there's that follower who's just kind of bringing certain things in, and if you can realize that somebody's being a dominant character, you can realize you can play the opposite of that and just play into that game. Okay, what else? Yeah, Christina.
You said that if a dominant character, so can the other person be a dominant character as well?
Absolutely.
Dominant characters?
Absolutely. And one of two things will happen. Either they're going to butt heads, or they're both going to be just in the a-hole club.
Okay.
Right? And just both be in sort of that same state, and they build each other up. And it's like kind of like that thing you'll see with like two dudes who are like in that college like frat, and it's like, yeah, you know, and they're like just like super psyched together.
My car?
What's that?
Dude, where's my car?
Yes, exactly. So they're both in that state, and they just both support each other in that way.
Okay.
Great question. Any other little lessons and or questions we have? Awesome. Okay, so the thing I want to leave with you guys with, this is our homework. I want to hear about it. Okay? So take this exercise, and for you, push yourself. I've said it a couple times tonight, but you're the only one that knows your limits. So you know when you're going easy on yourself and when you're really pushing yourself. And like I talked to Phoebe about, you need to push those limits. So it's your job to do that. It's your job to go, I want this. If it feels easy and comfortable, I'm doing it wrong. And then from this, again, we're going to have all kinds of characters that we can build on for next week. So I can't wait to hear about how that goes. And again, this is an awesome exercise, not just for you, but if you want to, you can involve the people in your household. It's really, really fun. So the way you do that is if you're somebody who's really great at characters, you send it with grace and love and help them through it. So maybe they just do one character and you help them sort of play that. Or maybe you just have them time you, but you get them involved in your life in that way. And then you can use some cool things to share acting with the people around you right now. It's really, really cool. So next week, we're going to keep building on scenes together. This video is up, so I want you guys to go through and watch back your scenes. Watch them back, learn from them, grow from them, and let's build upon these principles next week. The final announcement I have is we do have our Mornings with Matt show. So if you're interested in being on that show, let us know. I got your email, Amanda, so we're going to get back to you tomorrow and set up your time and get everything set for you. But basically, that's just an opportunity to talk about where you're at right now, encourage you, get you excited about how you can be growing and acting and in life. And we would love to have you guys on. And tune in, please. Like, help us grow this. Because our whole intention is to put out more light-driven content. So if you can't watch it, share it in the morning for us. Like, it would mean the world to us. Like, talk about birthday present, greatest birthday present ever. Like, sharing this out and helping us to reach more people. Because we want to use this time while other people are going into negative states to just fill people with joy and give them encouragement and give them ways to get motivated. Phoebe, I saw you raise your hand. 1 second, I'll have Joey unmute you here.
Oh, I just wasn't sure where to find the show. Is it on YouTube to
Yes,
watch?
yes. So it is on our Deering Acting Studio YouTube. There's a playlist called Matt in the Morning, or Mornings with Matt. Wow, I said it backwards. Joey laughs at me because I do it all the time. Mornings with Matt. I'm just producing it. No big deal. I should remember the name. And then also you can check out, there's another playlist where I talk with teenagers and do a similar thing. So that's called Teen Quarantine. And those are all on our YouTube page. Go to that, subscribe. We're also putting up all kinds of stuff. We had one we put out for healthcare video to just encourage people who are on the front lines right now. And we're going to have tons of other videos just encouraging people. And that's where we're going to put most of our content for that. So thank you. Yes, George. 1 second. Let me get Joey to unmute you here. Go ahead.
I just wanted to confirm that I'm the only guy in the class right now.
I don't think that's the case. I think we had a couple of people who weren't here tonight, but it's possible. And if that's the case, you got to feel pretty good about that. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jared's in this class, and there's a few others. So, yeah. Any other questions? Christina?
And we...
Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Unmute you there.
If you want to do the show, do you just email you guys or text you guys, or what do we do?
Yes. So email the studio. You could email hello@deeringstudio.com, and
Okay.
And then we will send you the info. Basically, you're just gonna give us a little synopsis of where you're at.
Okay.
So you can even just do that. Okay. It's a synopsis of right now in this situation in life. Here's where I'm at.
Okay.
And then any questions you have. So you can write down 3 to 5 questions, both in acting and in life, that you would like encouragement on. And we'll deal with the synopsis, and we may end up getting into a couple of those questions too.
Okay.
And then I saw, Chris, was your hand up as well? Okay, 1 second, and go ahead.
And I just wanted to say you guys are doing a great job of keeping this as normal as possible with our classes. I think the format feels familiar, and just seeing everybody, it just helps in this whole scenario that we're in right now.
Thank you. That means a lot. We love you guys so much, and we want to just keep pushing that, and we're inspired to make this phenomenal. We're inspired to make this a place where literally when we come out of this thing, there may be times where we even do virtual class, and it's like, dang, I'm going on this, and I'm on set here, or I'm doing this thing, and I can keep growing in this way. And so thank you guys for helping us continue to grow that and build that community. We love you guys so much and are so thankful for you as well. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. I'm going to sign off on our video and in our audio. If you guys want to say goodbye to each other on your way out, you can totally do that. And we will see you all next week. Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Bye, you guys.
I love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Good
Awesome.
night.
Gary.
It's fun, George. Bye.
Bye. Have fun, Chris.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Devaney.
This is Joey from the Deering Studio signing off.
Bye, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Bye, Joey.
Don't do drugs, Joey.
Hugs, not drugs, George.
All right. Bye-bye.
You can also go over to the main screen. Go to the main screen. And just go to the top, like make it, hit the escape button. All you do. It's way over here. Yep. Way better, dude. On that back end here. You crushed it. It's so cool. You the man. Always growing, Joey's always getting better. We are always growing because we love our students. They are so awesome. Love our students. They are so awesome. It's a rainstorm. Why does it say still live?
Oh, because I did not cut the wire.